Hey, what's up, everybody? This is TJ. So, yesterday, after my recording about me being random and me playing with my Cyber Angel deck from earlier, I accidentally dueled. Well, I don't want to say accidentally. I dueled with the purpose of trying to level up, and especially when losing to Vagabond. And I really hate and like Vagabond so much that his love is real. Like, it's like this. You can lose to him, he'll still give you the experience point values you need to level up, especially if it's 1.5 1.5 experience boost for your character. So, so right now you guys are looking at a deck profile that I dueled against the AI Vagabond with someone else's top tier deck. And what was really fucking funny though was that the deck he was playing was super useless. Because this deck I saw wasn't even that good. Because it was relying on a special system with the character, either with a last gamble skill with Joey, or restart with any other characters. And so, what happened was that there was a condition for me to win or to lose by either the first rule, I cannot special summon any monsters, and I must win or lose not being able to special summon at all. So, I took the chance of dueling the AI with this deck, you see. Sorry about that. With the deck, you see. So, the deck, he consists of one Kaiba Man, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, 3 Into the Void cards. I'm sorry, 2 Into the Void cards, 1 Melody of Awakening Dragons, and 1 Swing of Memories, 3 copies of Advanced Draw, for some weird reason, 2 copies of Ancient Rules. Sorry. I don't know why it does that. It shouldn't be doing that. 1 Majesty with blue eyes, with eyes blue. 1 copy of, I'm sorry, is it 2 copies? 2 copies of Beacon of White. 1 Elephant Gift. And 3 copies of Cup of Ace. So, Vagabond decides to play this deck as an AI without using the skill for Joey's last gamble. So, this put all players, including me, into a clusterfuck. So, the ruling for me dueling against, or the win conditions against Vagabond was I can't special summon. And I just entered the duel using a deck that requires ritual monsters to special summon. So I'm over here thinking, what the fuck did I do? So during the duel, I end up clusterfucking myself because I had ritual monster support ready to help me in times of need, and I had to use those monsters to help me protect my life points while the AI was setting up his plays for summoning his Blue Eyes White Dragon. But at the end of the day, he got trolled himself. So I don't know what the hell happened. I just know it was fucking hilarious. And I'm astonished because I would expect myself to lose. But what happened was the AI, Vegabond, he decided to play 3 cups of aces to speed up his draw, so he ends up reducing the deck size to 4 over time. And I don't understand what happened. And here's what he did. He activates cups of ace. Then he activates Into the Void to draw one more card. And whatever cards he drew, they would be sent to the graveyard. And it gets even more funny. He couldn't do his plays. I literally stopped Vagabond using his Beacon of White the entire game. Excuse me. And so what happened was that I'm turning on my fan here. What happened was that Vagabond was like, "Oh, let me attack you directly against these monsters you have." And I'm over here summoning my weak ritual support monsters to help protect my light points. He even tried to swing at me using swing of memories to special summon one of his blue eyes. But that failed miserably. Yeah, I took battle damage, but it didn't reduce to 0 the entire game. And also, I'm put to stalemate, thinking that he has trap cards to stall me with. But no, he ended up failing. He even tried to special summon Ancient Rules to special summon his blue eyes, and I used a trap card. What was it? Floodgate Trap Hole, where it stalled his monster whenever he was special summoned to the field and put in defense position. And the best part, I locked his blue eyes white dragon in defense mode face down for the entire game. I didn't even want to flip it in defense mode, where I take battle damage of at least 1,300 more, and and I would have let the AI destroy me if whenever his blue eyes white dragon is flipped up in defense mode, he could switch it to attack mode and destroy me. So here we are, thinking that I'm gonna win, when really the AI fucked over himself. He drew too many cards. He ended up eventually decking out, and yeah, he did some battle damage over time, but he didn't OTK me. I just had my monsters in attack mode, just so I can try to ritual summon. But little did I know, I ignored the win condition. I forgot that I cannot special summon this turn, or in this game against Vagabond as a challenge. So, I'm over here with my ritual monsters, and my ritual support monsters are like level 4s or lower, and I can't special summon. I can't even use my ritual, Zyber Angel rituals or Heim of Life ritual spell cards to special summon my dragon and my Zyber Angel monsters. So I'm over here sitting here like a duck, and I'm like, okay, I'll probably win or something. So I'm over here with like 13 cards left, and my opponent has 4 cards left in his main deck. I'm over here like, dude, if we stall for like 5 more turns, I win. Vagabond draws his last card, doesn't do shit, and once it's my turn, I was like, bruh, you lost. Like, eventually the AI decked himself out, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna end my turn because I can't do shit. I end my turn, and once it's his turn, he couldn't draw anymore. He lost permanently, and I'm like, bruh, how are you playing this AI deck as if nothing happened? So I'm over here thinking, bruh, that was savage. Like, why? The AI tried to OTK me using a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, He even set down a monster called Kaibaman in his previous turns towards the end of his last draw. And I'm over here like, there has to be a monster to troll me over. It turns out to be Kaibaman. And that's his only monster he can normal summon without tribute. And I'm like, bruh, that's stupid. Okay, the next one. Wait, hold on. Where's that another one? Hold on. Give me one moment. So, speaking of... Oh, shit. Speaking of Blue Eyes White Dragon, I end up seeing a gameplay of someone else's weird construct of a deck. So I saw someone else's gameplay, and this was inside the game where you could see replays. So this replay here, this deck profile from another dude, he was able to use Joey's last gamble skill to search his cards and to also draw power with the roll of 6. After 2 turns, or I think 4 turns, he was able to draw 2 Blue Eyes Toon Dragons, and with Last Gamble he was able to get all his Blue Eyes White Dragon monsters, including in his first hand Blue Eyes Shining White Dragon or Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. And I'm like, dude, what are you trying to do? So there's a skill effect from Beacon of White. What it does is, if you have Blue Eyes White Dragons on the field or in the graveyard, you can special summon one of those Blue Eyes White Dragon monsters if applicable. So he special summons Blue Eyes White Dragon, the vanilla, uses its effect. Because he discarded 3 or 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons that are Toon monsters, 2 copies he had for Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Shining Dragon, he got a plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack ability. So what it does during the battle phase, depending on the number of Blue Eyes he has in the graveyard, he can attack as many as possible per battle phase, which is stupid OP. And because the opponent he was trying to defeat, and during this replay, he had nothing to defend himself with monsters. So, Blue Eyes White Dragon overkills him with 6,000 power. I'm like, damn. And the opponent was defenseless. He couldn't even negate or like troll him to stop attacking. He was just done. And when he ends up doing before the duel, he ends up using Magical Merchant and discarding cards. He was basically all over the place with this shit. I'm like, dude, how is this deck so good? And I didn't even know he had an extra deck. But what really he had like a different monster cards to use. And the problem is he carried a fusion deck for no reason. The fusion deck was not even like relevant to his deck build. He didn't use a Blue Eyes White Dragon or whatever fusion monsters. It was just random, but it was to scare his opponent. And also he doesn't have polymerization, or even the card Dragon Dragonic Gate or whatever it's called. Because with that Dragon's Gate, he could have special summoned his own 5-headed dragon using Chaz's skill. But Last Gamble was pretty much the best skill he could use to get up more of his Blue Eyes White Dragon cards and discard them to the graveyard using Final Destiny. And what Destiny does, you can discard up to 5 cards from your hand, send them to the graveyard, and make your play of destroying your opponent's field, including his back row and field spell card. I'm like, damn, dude. And this guy was savage. He didn't care how he was going to win. He was going to discard using last gamble, end up having 100 life points left because of the sacrifice he has to do, and he made his entire play around discarding cards to the graveyard to get the ability for Blue Eyes White Dragon to attack at least 5 to 6 times per battle phase, winning him the game for the last and final turn. It was just stupid good, like, dude, what? But yeah, that's all I wanted to share with y'all today. Um, and dude, that was just stupid funny. I'm proud, but what was curious is that I was just dueling somebody with the same or similar game mechanic using Blue Eyes White Dragon, but when I saw this guy's replay after the duel, this guy's deck was stupid good. Like, it was lucky. He was lucky enough to win the game by discarding cards, destroying the opponent's field, and being able to savagely attack his opponent life points directly, delivering not just one 3k damage, but twice the 3k damage he needed. He did an overkill of 6,000 attack power in 2 attacks. That was just too good. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. I gotta say, if you're watching, whatever this symbol means, if you remember if you guys remember, if someone sees his cards, like, hold on, I don't know if you guys could see it. This is the bad card deck that the AI was playing. He sucked. And this is the guy who played this awesome Blue Eyes discard deck to overpower his opponent. I give kudos to this guy. And if you're watching, whoever the Yu-Gi-Oh player I'm referring to in this image and his deck build, please keep doing your best with this to build. Like, oh my god, this deserves some praise to look at. This guy, however, no. This sucked. Like, how are you expected to play this deck if you can't even get to your cards fast enough? But that's not my problem. Thank you guys for watching and have an awesome day.